Hey everyone, I just want to start off by apologizing for not posting a video last week. I know I said I was going to do this kind of get ready for the beach series, but honestly last week was a pretty bad week for me and I'm going to get into that in a second. So let's go. Changed too much from the show, and my weight on the scale will tell you otherwise. I woke up this morning and it said 146 pounds, and I haven't weighed that in I don't even know. So I don't know if something's going on with my scale or if I'm just retaining tons of water because I've been lifting super heavy. I have no idea, but I'm hoping that it comes back down, or maybe I should just get a new scale and see if something's going on. I don't know. Not too worried about it because I don't think I look that different. Like, obviously I've gained a little bit of weight, but nothing crazy. So my plan for this cut is to not really be cutting, like getting competition lean. I just kind of want to maintain and see some definition in my abs and look good on the beach. For calories, I'm kind of in like a maintenance sort of calories, and then cardio, I've definitely decreased a lot. I'm only doing elliptical and just going for walks here and there when I feel like it. But my lifting, I am able to lift heavier, not hitting any sort of PRs or anything, but my energy is definitely back up and I feel really good mostly all the time. So what started off with everything that I went through last week? So I have made plans to go see Lindsay for weeks and weeks. Super excited to go see her. I brought my car on Monday morning because I wanted to have them look it over and make sure it was okay. It's an old car, so before I go driving over 3 hours to go see her, I just wanted them to look it over, make sure everything was okay, and give me the okay that I can make this trip. So I leave it Monday morning. They look it over. Obviously, they didn't call me back or anything, so I had no idea what was going on. I called them Tuesday morning. They're like, yeah, you can come get it. We didn't do anything to it. And I'm like, okay. So when I go to pick it up, he basically tells me that my subframe, which is holding my entire car together, is rusted out, and basically they didn't do anything else to it. Like, I think my sunroof is leaking because my car has been filling up with water. They said that is leaking, but they didn't do anything with that because I need to go buy a new car. I'm like, oh my gosh, okay. So I've had that car for 12 years. There's never really been anything wrong with it. So I'm just kind of like bummed out because it's my first car, and I was literally, it's been kind of a joke because everyone's always like, when are you going to get a new car? And I'm like, when it dies. And I'm like, no, this cannot be the death of my car. Like, one spot of rust cannot be when my car dies. Like, no way. So hopefully Sarah's dad can order a piece and fix it, but I don't know. We're gonna see. They're not 100% sure. They don't want to just weld in a piece and then have it not be like something that's actually like drivable and then have me get into an accident or something. So they want to make sure that they can actually do it before they do it. But yeah, so that sucked. Tried to rent a car. There were no cars available. Was going to take a bus, but it's a 10-hour bus ride. Like, everything was working against me to go see her. So we are definitely going to get together at some point, but just apparently not this week. So there was just a lot of things that kept happening all week, like my scale weight going up, even though I'm trying not to let it affect me. My mom was having issues with her eyes. She had to go see a specialist. She has a hole in her retina. She didn't know if she was going to have this really invasive surgery. We're hoping she doesn't, but we don't know. There's just been a lot of things going on, so I just kind of was not mentally like in the greatest spot. I've been trying to be really positive and just, you know, keeping a really good mindset, but there was a lot of things that were just laying on me all at once. So filming was honestly like not on the top of my priority just because I was trying to like stay positive and everything, but everything is going to be okay, and yeah, that's the biggest thing. I got an email from the WNBF vice president, and it was just basically saying that my urine test came back and everything was fine, so I'm officially a pro. And I was like, yay, cool, I'm going to get my pro card in the mail. And then I was reading through the email and I was like, wait a minute, it says I have to compete within a year to establish my pro status and have like my pro debut. So I was looking at the schedule, and I don't know exactly when, 2017 shows are. They're not listed, but based off of this year, the only show that's close to me that's a pro show is in June. So I was like, oh no, I have to compete in 2016, and that would mean I'd have to do this show in November that's coming up. And I was like, that's 18 weeks away, so now I'm gonna have to get right back into prep. Then after the show in November, my plan was to do the June show for WNBF Pro, so then I'd have to start my prep in January, so then I would only have 2 months. So I really wouldn't even get a break, and I won't have the time to build like I want, to get my hormones back to normal, to do everything. And I was just kind of like, this is just adding to everything and all the stress, and now I have to be on prep. So it was just, everything was getting to me. But I ended up emailing him. He got back to me today, and he let me know that I can just do the June show in 2017. As much as I would love to do that November show, like, I am itching already to get back on stage, but I know I need to give my body that time to build some muscle and to come back even better in 2017. So that is the big goal. I'm going to do my pro debut in June 2017, and then I'm going to do a couple NPC shows before. I've decided I'm going to go, and since I am nationally qualified, I am going to go to NPC Universe and take a shot on the national stage. So that is my big plan for 2017. So my vacation still is the end of July, so I will keep doing updates and stuff on that. And then after vacation, it is time to just build. But here's some footage of this week. I've been obsessed with waffles. This is the new chocolate cupcake protein from PE Science. So it is a 1-carb waffle, except I did add in 5 grams of cocoa powder. I topped it with 1 tablespoon of peanut butter and some Walden's caramel and pancake syrup, and that is my breakfast. So I'm not sure if I've mentioned this before, but I do know how to do acrylic nails, and then one of my hobbies is nail art, so I just did these, just something fun for the summertime. I really wanted the chocolate birthday cake one, but I've settled with the variety pack because I've never had the raspberry, the peanut butter, or the chocolate chip cookie dough, and they were only $14 for the whole box on Groupon, and you get 12 bars, so I figured, hey, why not? I just made this gigantic brownie cake thing. It's still kind of gooey inside, but I like it that way. I'm gonna put the calories and macros across the screen. I'm gonna top it with some peanut butter, some strawberries, and some chocolate sauce. So here's the creation. I decided to just have the fruit on the side, but this has 2 tablespoons of peanut butter and Walden's caramel and chocolate syrup. And I get to eat that entire thing. Thank you everyone so much for watching, and I will see you next week. Bye everyone.